One thing I wanted to talk about here is this flashing that's in the background. I don't know if you can see this. I'll pause it for a second right here. No, I never tried this. Nope. All right. So this flashing, we were talking about this, it has to extend a certain distance, correct?
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to recommend a minimum of 8 inches out away from the house. And Evan and Chris had previously been here, sealed this off. So that flashing is
Mhm.
tucked in up under the siding above the deck, and it's sealed off above that ledger board. So you're not going to
Right.
have water running down behind that ledger board.
Okay.
Obviously, a really big issue is getting this thing sealed and ready for the installation of our system.
Right. Right. Because yeah, you definitely don't want that to go behind those boards there, because then it's going behind the siding and it's a whole
Correct.
mess. Yeah. All
Right,
right. So
and
this is, yeah.
so flashing is really the most important prep thing you can do that we require before installing our system. That's one of the key things to making this system work and to
Mhm.
keeping water from going down your wall or going anywhere outside of the system is that flashing right at the ledger board.
Okay. So you mentioned there are a number of ways to do flashing. Can you provide some examples? Troy, you had sent me some pictures the other day of flashing, right?
I did.
Here, let me see if I can find those.
Well, what I like to see, at 16 inches on center, which typically most of our joists will run, a lot of times now with these more expensive PVC decks, to get it to give you the least amount of flexibility, a lot of times now you'll see some things wrong 12-inch centers. But well, I lost my train of thought. Where was I going? Oh, there you go. So
Yeah.
At 14 it's 14 and a half in between there. Tucking, this is a coastal job, so you're seeing that done in copper, and that's the only reason. It's not obviously not a specification or any means, but you see how we've got that sealed off against the joist and
Yeah.
kicking out. So this is something in addition to that flashing that you'll see that was done that Chris and Evan had done on that other job. And you'll see how this was tucked back in up under that deck board, sealed off to the joist, kicking that water down into the system to keep it from running down, obviously down that ledger board.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's another photo there with the guys from Hammerheads down in Anderson, South Carolina here.
Mhm.
Flashing that's run across the back there. And this particular group, you'll see how that flashing's done and sealed off to the joist. They actually flash their jobs at the house on the edges and the backside at the gutter. I mean, that's just a personal, that's their personal preference.
Mhm.
The most difficult thing with installing our system has nothing to do with installing our system, right? It has to do with getting it flashed.
Okay.
Sure.